here's one I think. Normally, I see this happen, whether it's the internet or when mobile phones happened. There's a huge innovation, and then there's a malaise after that of just crappiness. And I'll just say it the way I think of it. And what I mean by that is I believe 2024 will see less innovation and a lot of people trying to figure out how to either monetize or just do things. And that in the app space is going to be a lot of inferior products. Just stuff that's like, there's going to be 80 different ways to do this AI thing. Yeah. And almost all of them will be terrible. Yep. Just like when we had iPhone apps in the early days. They were awful, right? Just push this button. I mean, that literally was an app. And we're going to see a lot of that. I mean, we already are seeing there's so many text to image things out there. There's 2 or 3 good ones, and the rest are just awful. There's the logo maker one. There's this. And a lot of times they're just repurposing the other innovations. Yeah. And so you're getting kind of the same things, but I just know that we saw text, we saw generating text. We then saw text to image. We're starting to see some innovations with text to video or image to image type stuff. I just don't see the major wow in 2024, but I do see a lot of that's kind of cool. We're going to hear a lot of that kind of stuff.
I agree with that. Especially if the the GPT market's announced and stuff, there'll be some really cool stuff on there at the beginning. But like you said, there's not going to be any really mature offerings. Yeah. And so it's the same. I think that's a good prediction just in general. Maybe he's too safe.
Yeah. Well, because we've seen it so many times. I mean, think about PDF readers. At the end of the day, we're probably just going to want Adobe to create one. Yeah. And then we'll feel like it's safe, right? Instead of, PDF Mojo or something.
No, that's fair. That's definitely fair.
I know I've been talking to a lot of engineering companies just because my son's in engineering now, and my wife works.
You mean he's a mecha mechanic?
No, my oldest. Oh, okay. My oldest is a civil engineer, and then my wife works at a structural engineering company. Yeah, and then my son is trying to be the robotics guy. So I'm really interested in that field. Autodesk has all of the data. Everything. They're going to win in the engineering space. Yeah. It's not going to be the little itty bitty app here or there.
Yeah, like Westlaw and LexisNexis on the law side have already jumped into it full force.
And so we're going to see some big winners, but it's not going to be the wow. It's going to be the, that was nice. That now does that. Yeah. And so, so I think there'll be a lot of that.